now see the Steelers' leader at quarterback. He's coming off a quality showing last week, well over 300 yards in that one. It's the Steelers and the Browns, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
First quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
From the 31, here's second down and 3. Out of the gun, Fields.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some. And made that snap a huge success.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 21 carries, 98 yards, too shy of 100.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Here is third down and 4. Now Fields.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Second and 10. Fields. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. A third down gain of 19.
Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down.
Throwing again is Fields.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Jake Moody now on for the field goal.
This a 43-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm time when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
You look at this Browns defense.
They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That was their first 3rd down try in the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Called out a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On play action, Fields. Complete, Jefferson the target. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff up the middle. McMillan, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
This defense for the Steelers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields.
And that's complete to Adams. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The second down attempt there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Richard. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Throwing on first down. Richard. He finds his man complete. That's Ramsey. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a yard.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, Richard.
Able to locate Andrews here on the out route.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Off play action. Richard. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And they take the lead here at 7-6.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. McMillan. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter to play. On 2nd down now. McMillan. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, here's Fields.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. The motion the tight end across the formation. Davis Price will try to pick it up. 8 yards there and a first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They give him a gain of 38. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
They wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Going for it, here's Davis Price. Pushes past him, and he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd down, Richard. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Richard. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers add 6 to their lead. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talk to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Cleveland offense making their way out. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started. If you're going to culminate touchdowns, maybe somebody press it a little bit. This might be the case.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
All right, say it with me now. There's a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty?
Yep.
Wiley? Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage to 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's Fields. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Fields.
It's caught here by Adams.
And he is going to have the Browns first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
Here's Fields.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
To the air again, Fields.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
To throw is Fields.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Now it's Fields.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Jake Moody now on for the field goal.
From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And this one is right through, and that'll get the lead down to 5.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Coming back out to take the field, Mark Andrews and company. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball. All right, when guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, they're going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going. And that's caught at the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns set and ready to go on offense.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 2nd down, McMillan, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
3rd down and 6. A shotgun snap, Fields.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The escapability in evidence there as And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now left side on the swing pass, and he goes out right around the 39. On the gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Fields now to throw.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Operating from the gun, Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Fields going to hurry his guys to the line.
To throw again on second down. Fields. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On first down, Fields.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
On third down, Fields. And he's going to go down again. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Richard firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down right there at the 29-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Davis Price. And he will have a Steelers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys that they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
An incomplete pass on that last play. That means they'll need to come up with something here on third right side. He's got a man complete. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 62 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Operating from the gun, Richard. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Mark Andrews, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
2nd and 12. Back to throw. Fields. He finds his man complete. It's Adams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And his throw is incomplete.
Just what they need, electric from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a carry by Davis Price. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. Richard forced out to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him on the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd down and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. McMillan.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Out of the gun, Fields. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Steelers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
1st down, Steelers.
Davis Price on 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
He's to the 15.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 43 yards.
And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking to throw on 2nd down, Fields.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Fields.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain. When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Davis Price once more.
And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 43-yard line.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Running left, Davis Price.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
2nd down, here's Davis Price.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be...
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. On 1st down, it's Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Richard. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Oh, one of the linebackers is getting it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
The Browns set to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game,
You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On second down, here's Fields.
Caught on the right side by Adams. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Fields.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
He finds his man, complete. It's Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Fields on 1st down. This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
2nd down and 4. Again, Fields.
A little juke. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Back to throw. Fields. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Justin Fields
Taking it in from 11 yards out.
and the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
They'll try and run it here. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful.
Browns 20.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
And now out come the Steelers. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Off play action. Richard able to locate Andrews here on the out route. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First down, Steelers.
Operating from the gun. Richard. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Steelers' 13-yard line.
Now a give right side. McMillan, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Touchdown! Davante Adams. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Browns have needed a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And the Steelers set to take the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. There's the stiff arm. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Give to Davis Price up the middle here. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe he's starting to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So now the Browns down by 7, a minute 54 on the clock. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Fields.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here's Fields. Pass complete, it's Adams.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Now Fields.
Open man, the tight end Henry.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. All eyes on Fields.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Back to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute. And a extra point away from tying this game.
Well, it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown. They're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
The extra point try now for Moody.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want the football? What's the yard we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Davis Price up the middle.
And he'll work his way forward up to the 22. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And the ball is knocked out, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover for his squad.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
To throw is Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, the defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And he fires one incomplete. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Richard.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
On the handoff, Davis Price.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he's got this down to the 35.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
Operating from the gun. Richard. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Now they will run it with Davis Price.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Looking to throw. Richard.
That is caught. And he will have a Steelers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Back to throw. Richard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Nice little juke. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Davis Price. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And the defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their second timeout here.
Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York.
This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Steelers have won the game.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for